Hi, you're listening to the General Conversation Podcast. I'm Valerie.
This is Cord.
And you can follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube. We just want to thank everybody who have subscribed so far and commented, liked on our social media platforms. We'll put the link in the description box if you would like to follow us. And be sure to comment. We want to hear from you. This is episode 4 for us. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm sorry about that. Right. So I try to give you guys a word of the day, and the word of the day is going to be finagle. It means to obtain by trickery, to obtain by indirect or involved means, to plan or plot, especially to do harm, to scheme, to contrive, to bring about. And words that, some synonyms for that is finesse, manipulate, and engineer. So I chose this word because it's going to go with the topic that Cordero wants to talk about today. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
All right. Today's topic I like to call the pain competition.
PAIN competition. The pain competition.
Yes. One question I want to ask is, why do men and women compete with each other in relationships? Like, have you ever been in a relationship with somebody, basically you were trying to do something and they got jealous of you or your dream or what you were trying to achieve? They never had nothing positive to say to you. They might have called your dream stupid or to the nature, anything like that?
I can't really think of a time when somebody actually said that to me, but I think people can do things indirectly to discredit or not support you, discredit your ambition. And it could be from you trying to start something small, and it could be a business, or it can be you want to write a book or whatever it is, and then you start to set down hours that you're going to write. And then every time between those hours, that person that you're dating or dealing with comes in and got a call. They always something wrong. It's things people can do to try to deter you from doing your dream or having a goal that you want to set for yourself.
Even if it's subtle, like subtle little shade, if you call, these like that word, we like the word shade. It's subtle little shade that they do. Maybe every time I think I can say that I've had someone probably do it subtly, but or I could have just took it wrong. But I feel like if I'm the kind of person though, with me, the way I am is that if it's something I want to do, I'm just gonna do it. I feel like you shouldn't have to compete with your spouse though, or the person you're with. You shouldn't.
So
you shouldn't.
And I'm quick to call you on it. Like if I feel like there's something that's going on that that's something I'm trying to do, and then you're trying to compete with me, or are you giving sort of shade or whatever the case, or you're not being supportive, I'm gonna ask you why you're not being supportive, and we probably gonna have to talk about that. Have you been in a situation like that before?
I've had one girl say something to me about one of the dreams that I might have mentioned to her, and the relationship didn't last very long thus far after that. Basically, it was something, because she didn't really, I don't think she really shaded it, but then to me, she said it to the point where she didn't believe that it could be done.
Right.
Because her words were, I think she said, that's impossible or something like that.
And then I think people that do those kind of things, one, everybody can't follow your dream because one is your dream.
Right.
But the least you can do is be supportive. And I think when you get into a situation with someone who's trying to compete with you or is negative toward the things that you want to do, you got to cut them off, because I'm like, how else are you going to succeed? They're going to be pulling you down with every step you take.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Is not being supportive of your partner, your spouse, or your husband, or whatever you want to call them, is not being supportive, or the person not supporting you, is that considered shade too? If they just not really...
I don't think that's... shade. I would say not being supportive, it shows a weak person, shows a person that doesn't want the best for you. Because... I won't say, to me, when I think of shade, just to be honest, in the word, it's something you doing kind of sneakily, I hope they don't catch it, or you don't care if they catch it or not. If someone's not supportive of me, it's the same with telling me, no, I can't do it. Okay. And so I don't need you in my circle if that's how you feel. If I tell you I want to do something, even if it's kind of out there, let me find out for myself. Now, it's different if you're giving constructive criticism or you saying, you know what, like I said, we talked about this in a few episodes ago, I think maybe episode 2, where I would say I'm all for you giving your opinion to me, especially if we're in a relationship, because that's something that I value, right? Your opinion. However, I'm gonna need for you to be supportive of me if you're gonna date me.
Okay.
Because I have moments where, you know, I can take over the world and I want to do X, Y, and Z, and then, you know, sometimes I just want to chill. So it's like wherever stage I'm at, I need you to be okay with that. And so I know some people can't, but then again, it probably won't work out.
All right. So with that being said, now one thing I did want to kind of mention was I noticed a lot of times if there's like now I know this from men, a lot of times I do see this. If their woman has potential to make more money than they do, they start feeling some kind of way. So have you ever been in a situation to where maybe you know, has any kind of come up, whether it be a raise, you run through some lump sum of money, you got them taxes back, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it was, right. Like, you know what I'm saying, you had money to do what it is, you know, you want to do at the time, or let's say you're going for promotion or something really good, and it'll put you in a financial status above your male counterpart. Did you ever feel like them getting jealous, or they feel some kind of way, they start acting kind of funny, anything like that?
I can honestly say no. If they did, they didn't let me know about it. It was, like I said, for the most part, I've had supportive relationships in that kind of sense. But majority of the men that I've dealt with have made more money than me. So, you know, that's kind of how that went. But the ambition that I have, I can't speak on that. So let me not talk financially. Let me talk about the ambition that I have.
Okay.
Because sometimes you can make a lot of money, and that doesn't really mean that you're ambitious. It's like, you know, you got lucky with this job, or you apply for a job and you got it. Somebody who has ambition, to me, that's a little bit different. You know, it's kind of a thing of maybe you're not where you want to be, but your ambition is so grand. So, and even in that, the ambitious side of me. For the most part, guys have been supportive that I've dated, have been supportive. Friends and guys that I've dated, they have been supportive of that. Now, I mean, sometimes I have had little situations where a guy may have said, "Oh, I don't see you as much because I may be working, you know, doing more than one job or something like that," and you know, but that's kind of on a rarity that they say that. But that has happened where they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen you. It seems like in forever." And so I try to, you know, that's just one of the things you have to be conscious about. But, you know, but one thing I will say I'm good about, I try to be a good communicator and say, hey, let's say if I'm taking on extra shifts or something, or I start a new job, or whatever the case may be, I'm trying to get to this money, so you might see less of me, and I'm gonna say that up front so that you know what's going on, and I will hope that you could be supportive, because it's gonna happen either way, with or without. So that's how I feel, and I feel like if you want me to do well, I'm like, okay, you're gonna understand. I'm not just saying blowing you off, because you can make time for the things you want to make time
there
for.
We go.
So I definitely will, you know, call you and, you know, see how your day going and everything like that. But as far as us normally having that same, maybe the time that we had in the beginning may change. But that's just because I have this certain ambition, and I'm trying to move myself career forward, and myself forward. So, yeah. Have you experienced a situation where a woman has made more than you, and it made you feel some kind of way, like made you feel less of a man?
No. And the reason I think because of that, I guess I'm used to strong women. That's all I'm really around anyway. So a woman being ambitious, she get out doing her thing. It doesn't really intimidate me, so to speak. Like, you know me, I generally like older women anyway. Most time, older women, let's be real, most of them older women, they in their careers, they got their own money and whatever, but I'm not there in your face because of your money. So therefore, if you make more money than me, it doesn't make me no difference anyway. Okay,
so what if a woman made more money than you and she was like more demanding?
What do you mean?
She makes more money than you and she feels like, okay, I can dictate the shots because I make the money. Like sometimes, like let's be honest, sometimes because sometimes, you know, when men tend to, like, let's say you may date a guy, like with women, date a guy that's got a lot of money, and maybe he doesn't require nothing from you. He doesn't ask anything from you financially. He just wants you to be, you know, there, be not at his beck and, well, yeah, kind of at his beck and call. Like, when he's ready to go out and have fun, he just wants you to be there. So have you ever came across a woman because she's making more money than you and maybe older than you, because you said you like to date older? Have you found that the woman comes at you in a certain way, like, well, I'm making the decisions and this is what you need to do because I make the most money and I'm older than you?
No, because she don't pay my bills. That's one.
Right, but I'm just saying, have you came across a woman that's like...
Because in this situation, most people fall into that trap because the person who's making the most money might pay their bills or something like that. So me, I pay my own stuff, all of it, all the time, because that's the way I feel I should do anyway. Take care of me. So whether you make a lot of money or not, you don't dictate what goes on in this crib. You know what I'm
saying? So do you think a person has the right to dictate your time if they're paying your bills?
Not necessarily. That's kind of a double-edged sword. That really is kind of a double-edged sword. I'm gonna say no, but I've seen it happen. I think you should have the respect for the person. Like, if you're gonna do something to somebody, like pay their bills, if they didn't ask you to, you just, hey, you know what? I see you struggling.
But that's how it starts off, right?
I see you struggling a little bit.
That's how it starts off. Like, hey, here's this money for this, or let me do this. It starts off like, that's how it starts off, and but sometimes that could be a part of the control.
True.
And then afterwards, it's like, well, you done got used to your bill, your rent pay, your car note pay,
who's that fall on though?
Because
because people, like we said before, people will do what you allow them to do to you.
Right.
So he might try you or she might try you, but like, hey, you're supposed to be here at such a time because you might be at such a time because you know what I'm saying. I put gas in that car. You supposed to come pick me up on time. Wait a minute, before you, I see your neck rolling. I see your neck rolling. But so the thing is, they might try you on that aspect. So now it's kind of like, what do you do? Do you say, well, you can have this gas money back, or do you hop to and go pick him up?
Well, let me just say, I ain't never hot tooth for nobody, okay? Let's just start
there.
Better
suck and jive to your destination.
No, let me tell you, that the fact that you want to give me money should be on the fact that you're giving me money because you want to, not in exchange for something, not in exchange for my time or the way I move or dictate how I am. If you want to do something for me, regardless if you have the money or not, that's on you. So when you say who fault, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, but if that's what you decide to do and pay a bill or two or give me gas money, that's something you have made a decision to. You shouldn't expect anything out of that. Now, I know that's not always how it works. People do things and then in the back of their mind, they probably do expect certain things, but that you won't get anywhere with that kind of mindset. And then if you got a strong woman or somebody who can speak up for themselves, whether it's man or woman, they're probably gonna let you know, like, you can have this junk back because y'all don't need you telling me what to do. You wanted to do that.
I agree with you, because there's been times when, somebody might have offered to pay for something. And I'm like, listen, I'm not one for it because I don't need nobody holding nothing over my head. If you're gonna do this, then you do it inside the kindness of your heart. I'm letting you know this now. So next week, I paid for this. I don't care what you did. That was, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, they shouldn't bring it back like that. That shows their character.
I would show my appreciation, like, thank you for doing this. I appreciate you, stuff like that. If you need something, holler at your mans. But this is not going to be this is not an IOU type of situation,
right? And a lot of people, just to I think this is coming up on one of your next questions, but I'll kind of just say a little bit about, it's that whole tit for tat mentality.
Right.
I did this, so you should do that. Like, that's not how a real relationship is going to work. Yeah, you keeping tabs, like, okay, I did this, X, Y, Z, and then as soon as something happens or you get into an argument, don't you remember? And men and women, they both do it, but I'm just saying, if that's the kind of relationship that you're going to have or you're trying to build, it's not going to last. Like, I can tell you that now. You can ask your mommy or daddy, whomever. It's not going to last if you're trying to keep tabs or you're trying to buy somebody to be in a relationship with you. It's not going to work.
True. Now, I think our original question was, why do men and women compete with each other?
Well, I think it depends on who you date. Yeah. I have never been in a competition with another man at all.
Right.
And I feel like if you have to be in competition with, my thing was, if you have to be in competition with whoever you're dating, you probably shouldn't be with them.
True.
Like, why are you competing with the person you with? I'm not understanding.
It's just I've seen, like, this is the thing. Disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been married, but just some things I've seen from people who are about to get married, people who were married, and people who are going through divorce. It's some of the things I've seen and talked to them in some situations where their spouse was jealous of them, of their success.
Wow.
Or and they'll try to hide it as something else. It'll be, well, you stop, like you said, you stop spending time with me, that kind of thing. Right. But then you kind of listen to the story. It's like, no, it sound like that person.
She went and got another job.
Yeah, he went and got another job. Jealous. Like if your spouse or your husband or whoever is getting a raise, is going to spend more hours at work, you should not be complaining about which one y'all gonna keep the kids more or things like that.
But those are things. One thing I will say, those are things that come up when you have kids or when you live with somebody and dinner and all that stuff. Those are things that come up, and so you just have to learn when you communicate and you learn how to work with. Even if someone is going out for a promotion or whatever, when you learn how to communicate, you learn that, okay, this may change a little bit, so we're going to have to work together on it. It's about working together, regardless if the person is making more money or whatever the case. It's different ways to be supportive. It's not always financially.
Right.
It's sometimes showing up and doing things you don't normally do or you hadn't did earlier on in the relationship, and that changing is okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, I'm going to give this one example of what I saw. I thought that was really dope to me was this guy was working in the cafeteria where I work. And just talking to him, he said that he worked, because he was always there. So he was telling me he worked full-time plus semester jobs so his wife can go to school. So she went part-time on her job, you know what I'm saying? And he would even take on, like as far as watching the kids go, he would even take on extra of that because the plan was, and they came up with a plan. I said, this is what most people should do.
With
the plan
was communication.
Yeah, IE communication. The plan was he do this, work more hours, you know what I'm saying, take up an extra job so she can go to school and, try to deal with the kids more so she can get her school out the way. Once she got out of school and got a job that they can support them, they would flip. It would be, she would work the full-time job, be the breadwinner, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
Right? While he went to school, cut his job part-time, right down to it was part-time, 15, 20 hours a week, cut his job down part-time. She would take on majority of the bills because he did it before. All right? And she would deal more with the children. And it's a lot on the other person, but if you're going to, you come with a plan, you stick to it.
Right.
And as far as I know, he doesn't work there anymore.
Okay.
So, the plan was to pan out.
Right. So. And I think they came out together collectively. They came up with a plan that worked for their family, and it made it work.
Now, nobody said it was going to be easy. I think that's a lot of things. Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Right.
Nobody said you really had to like it, but it's something that you got to.
Right. I mean, that's what a commitment is, though, right? It's both of y'all.
Ooh, commitment to it.
Look, you getting itchy, you getting allergic to it, you start breaking out of hives. Yeah. So, that's kind of what that is. But, I'm not trying to compete in a relationship. Like, you can like me, I can like you. Let that be the reason, but that's about it.
All right. Now, moving on to the next question I want to say is, here we go. Petty Betty. So why are we petty to the ones we claim we love? And I mean, Do elaborate. Like you being petty, like, what? Oh, he didn't or she didn't do this, so I'm gonna do that. And when you sneak and do stuff like eat the last little bit of chips. Like, I'm just like intentionally petty stuff.
Now when it comes to food, you eating the last of anything is gonna be
real.
Oh, we gonna have a stare down. We gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a heart to heart. Look, this is one of the things when men be like, they hate to hear this. Like, we need to talk. Like,
don't do that to me. Cause I'm looking at the phone like, it messed my whole day. I'm like, oh, she want to talk, man. I'm like, what you want? Wait till you get home. I don't want to wait till you get home.
Nah. When it comes to food, I'm like, you ate the last time?
But I mean, intentional pettiness. Let's say the person, forgot an anniversary or forgot a special day, forgot to show up. It was an honest mistake, but you felt like you got to be petty. You got to get them back some kind of way. Why are you being? First, have you ever done
hurt. Okay, let me tell you about petty. Petty is hurt. Petty comes from hurt. Majority of the times. Probably like 98% of the time. Petty comes from hurt. So especially if you're in a relationship and you're being petty, which you shouldn't be, but we've all been there, right? I can contest to this. Okay, so you haven't. You're the only one, the 2%.
Well, we all got to start somewhere.
Okay. But, most time people are petty in relationships is because you're hurt. Somebody done hurt your feelings and you trying to, like I said, it's a tit for tat thing. I'm not saying it's mature, but I'm just saying it happens. So let's say someone misses a birthday. For me, birthdays are really big because I like to do extravagant things on my birthday. And I'm the same with the person I'm with, that I like to, throw a straight, give to them as well. So missing the whole birthday, and I see this is the thing. I'm a reminder kind of person, so I'm probably going to remind you.
Yes, she is.
You can stop
for a whole month.
you can bring it back in.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead, continue.
So it's like, so you've been hearing about this for a whole month, as Cordero said with my air quotes, and so now you don't know it's my birthday. We have a problem, sir. That is a problem. For a whole month, you done heard me talk about my birthday. You missed it. Yeah, no, and I'm not gonna get petty. I'm more direct with that when it comes to something. When I'm really, because I'm gonna tell you now the things I may say. I'm not going to get into how I argue because this ain't that kind of show. But what I will say is like, that's why people are petty, tit for tat. It's because you're hurt. And instead of maybe you talking it out or you trying to work through it and like trying to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, because things happen, things slip people's minds. Even if you reminded them, you got it on their calendar and their phone and wherever else, things happen, right? So I think people tend to hurt people. Like I said, hurt people, and so you get petty because you know what, you don't want to all the way maybe break up, but you want to let this person know, like, look, this is how I feel, this is how you made me feel, and I want to give you a little bit taste of what you gave me. And that's just the immaturity about it, but it's the realness of it too.
Petty.
So Cordero, you trying to tell me you ain't never been petty?
Let me think.
Oh, he gotta go to memory bank.
He gotta go to memory bank. I don't think I've ever been petty. Like, seriously, not in a relationship.
Guys, y'all can't see my face.
I don't think I've been
the look
petty.
you give your friend when they lie, like.
Now, with you, I will say, if anybody forget your birthday, that might be a problem. Cause
I'm not to bring this back.
I'm just saying.
Because you have petty moments.
I was picking on you because I was like, when your birthday again? I was being I was being goofy. But I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever
in a relationship you never been petty at all. Somebody hasn't called like, oh, you like to play these kind of video games? Like, that's lame. You ain't never been petty. Never.
Well, that's them picking on me. That didn't mean being petty.
Man, but you hurt though. If somebody's picking on you, they hurt your feelings.
But I didn't retaliate at no pettiness. They got that smart comment then.
Okay, but what you say back?
Yes, I do.
I'll get out of here. Now
got a problem with it? You got a problem with it? With these video games I'm playing? Guess what I'm gonna do? But no, I don't think I've ever done anything to like, okay, this person did this to me, I'm gonna get them back by doing this to intentionally hurt them. That's what I'm trying to get at. To intentionally hurt them.
Lies.
When you woke up in the morning, you like,
I can't remember, guys. Right now, I can't remember stories he have told me in the past.
You can't
but
remember
I was like,
because it
man,
didn't happen. You can't remember because it didn't happen. Like getting up in the morning and saying, you know what, I got to make sure I get this person.
No, that's
back.
not. See, I'm saying petty is real slow creeper. It ain't like that. Petty is like let me describe how petty come in.
Tell me how the petty. Yes, tell me how the petty be. Tell me how the petty be.
Petty is your dude coming in. It's your birthday dinner. He late.
Okay. Wow.
You done made this whole meal for your birthday, right? He come in late. He ain't called you, texted you, okay? And so you sitting there all dressed up. And I mean, ladies, you really dressed up. He comes in. You even let him open the door. You see he's struggling with the key, and you don't even go over there, open the door. You just sit there and let him come into the house, and then you sit there, you drink your glass of wine, or if you don't drink, whatever water, whatever floats your boat, and he's sitting there like, hey, babe, how's it going? Because he know he done messed up. You cooked this whole dinner. You done took pictures. You done went ahead and printed out the pictures of what could have been on... What could have been on the table? You got some steak. What could have been? It's a picture. You got some broccoli. What could have been in a picture? And he like, babe, where the food? It smell good. And you gave it away. That's petty. I'm just saying.
So have you ever done anything like that, Valerie?
No, but I have a vivid imagination.
So this is in the realm of possibilities. What you telling me? Don't show up late on birthday. That's what that is. Yes, he's struggling with the kids.
Lies. Consideration is everything, guys.
He be struggling with the kids.
Consideration is everything.
So if we got shot going on,
I never actually did that. But wouldn't that be funny? You come in, you smell the food when you get in the house. Next thing you see pictures of like a turkey or pictures of some chicken, pictures of some broccoli, some mashed potatoes, some grease. You're like, oh.
Okay, what if people like, babe, I'm sorry.
Okay.
There was traffic.
Okay.
We had this dinner. What would you do then? He still gave it away?
The food is gold.
Extreme pettiness. He been in traffic and he gonna starve.
So did he call while he was in traffic?
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Extreme
Or you left a note like, hey, I was waiting. Food's in the refrigerator. You out with your friend? Like, listen, consideration is everything. Remember that. Consideration is everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Next question.
Petty queen.
Ain't nobody petty. I'm just telling you. I didn't say I did it, because I am telling you consideration is everything. I said I'm not going to air out my laundry.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
Y'all ain't got to know about what I do.
Okay, have you ever been petty?
Yes, I have. Why you trying to dig? I said I have. But see, I'm honest. You know, I know how to be honest with you guys. Unfortunately, Cordero does not. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's in denial. Next question.
I have a petty bone in my body. I'm too mature for that. I'm grabbing onto you. We're going to die together.
See, petty. Okay, y'all didn't hear that. He said, I said he gonna get struck down for lying.
He nothing.
He gonna get struck down for lying, and he told me he gonna grab my arm and we gonna get electrocuted together. Come on, y'all. Petty. Okay.
All right. So one of my next questions would be. All right, we're gonna say stupid mistakes versus plan manipulation.
Elaborate on that though. I mean,
basically, have you ever manipulated a situation? Okay, now this is what I forgot what I was watching. I don't know if it was a comedian or some show. Anyway, they said if you want to get a man to do something, the best thing you can do is to make it seem like it was his idea.
I've heard that too.
I can't remember what I was watching or something like that. So have you ever manipulated a situation to get what you wanted?
I can neither confirm or deny these allegations.
Hey, that's some shit.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep this real short. I think you probably would have to ask who I've dated. I don't know. I don't know if because I can honestly say I don't feel like I've done anything.
It doesn't have to be malicious. I understand about malicious. Just.
I mean, I don't know. Like we had a conversation before we talked about this actual topic, and we were talking about. I'm just gonna kind of veer left. We were talking about like asking people for money. So I said I tend not to, like just kind of how I am. I don't tend to ask somebody I'm in a relationship for money, but I do like if I want to get my nails done or something. I do say, don't you want to? And then it's a joke. Now, if they don't do it, I don't get mad or nothing. But I don't just come out and ask for money or ask for stuff. And it's never been like a large amount. And I can share this because, like I said, I ain't got no shame in my game. Like if I'm dating you or whatever, and I ain't just mean dating. I mean like we're in a relationship. So let me clarify that. If we're in a relationship, we're boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. That's how I tend to. I'm like, don't you want to look at my nails? Don't you want to get them done? Now, if you consider that like
it's straight to me,
right? And you can say that, and I ain't gonna get mad, but I'm just saying that's kind of how I am. I'm like, oh, but it's always like something that I know I can get done myself. I'm never gonna ask somebody something to do something that I can't do for myself. Like it's not gonna never be something like a car note or a rent. Now, I never been married, and I know most times you get married, maybe things a little differently, but it's just date, like boyfriend, girlfriend. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm pretty much self-sufficient in that kind of thing. But yeah, I have to say like, hey, don't you think my nails need to be done? How they look? Can I get it? Stuff like that. But I don't really see me trying to plan like a whole scheme. I'm not. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna plot and scheme and then you said stupid mistakes versus playing.
Well, that kind of went back to something else. We're gonna circle back around to that.
Have you planned or manipulated? What's the one? I mean, tell the truth, but
I probably have. I have, but like
elaborate.
It was malicious. Like it was one of those times I was trying to set the mood.
So you trying to get something out of it. Oh, okay.
We all know what the end result was trying to be. We gotta go that far. Oh, he lit some candles. Yep.
But see, I don't know if that, like, maybe I'm just slow. But, I would think that was romantic. I'm like, okay, I don't think that's manipulation. Now, if you done messed up,
Oh, well, that's different.
Men have different ways. You guys have different ways of trying to smooth over different situations that your partner is not going to be happy with,
Okay, so I'll let's see. That brings to another little caveat then. So has there been a time where you've messed up, right? And you admitted to yourself at least that you've messed up. How did you go about smoothing over, or kind of like, hey, we're gonna?
So I messed up I was in a relationship and I messed up.
Yeah, you messed up, and what was your way of smoothing that over? Like
honest. I was honest. Like I think, cause you know what? One, I'm not a good liar. That's number one. And number two, I have this thing where I laugh pretty much on anything, but when I'm nervous, I laugh. When I'm happy, I laugh. When I'm like, I just laugh. So I have this like nervous laugh I be doing. So I try to be cute with it, like, I'm sorry, but let me tell you what I did. But honestly, like that's kind of how I deal with things. I try to be as honest as possible. And if I messed up, I have no problem with saying I'm sorry. Sometimes for some people, I know it can be hard. But if I'm the one that did wrong or whatever, listen, I'm grown. I can say I'm sorry, and I'm mature enough to, And here's the thing about the sorry, guys. Okay, so just because you say sorry doesn't mean the person has to forgive you right then. Because I can speak for this. I have been in a situation where somebody has messed up, done something I didn't like, said sorry, and expect me just to be okay and happy. And I'm like, just because you said sorry, regardless if you mean it or not, doesn't mean I'm just gonna hop to like, you know what, all is forgiven. Give me time to get to where you at. Like that's what I'm saying. Sorry, when you honestly sorry and you mean it, it's not okay, I said sorry, so now everything is good. It's like, okay, I apologize, and I hope that they forgive me for this, And then I've been in situations where somebody has done me wrong in a relationship. I forgave them, like honestly forgave them, and I never brought it up again. Because I feel like when you're really sorry, when you really forgive somebody, like I said, it may take you time, but if you really gonna be with somebody and they messed up, let's not bring it up. Like, don't be telling me, remember when 2000, I'm like, I done said sorry for that now. We ain't gonna bring this up, and I'm not gonna do the same, because I know you don't want to hear that either. Like, are we moving on, or we not? Don't say... Right. Saying sorry and saying I love you, sometimes people say this stuff interchangeably, like it's just like stuff you say. If you don't love somebody or if you're not sorry, don't say it. It's okay if you're not sorry. It might not work in the long haul, but just throwing words out there, let's not just throw words out there if you don't mean it.
All right. Now this one was kind of a good one right here. So, who plays the victim the most, or is there a victim, like in a relationship? Who plays the victim the most, do you think? Or is there a victim?
I think it just depends on the relationship. I don't think there should be a victim, but I do know that there are certain people that you get in a relationship with them and they're always, even when they're wrong, it's not their fault. It's always somebody else's fault, right?
Right.
And so I don't know if this really relates to what you're asking, but it's one of those situations where you could be wrong and, it's not me, it's because of the traffic, that's why I was late, or it's because of this. It's never the person like, you know what, I'm sorry. I think it depends on the people, the person of the situation. Different men and women look at things differently, of course. And so, like I said, somebody might feel slighted about a certain thing and, want to milk it and try to play the victim role, but I have a lot of low tolerance for stuff like that, and so it'll get short real quick. And so, I don't know. I think if you're asking who plays the victim the most, whether it's a man or a woman, I think it just depends on the person, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think? If you're honest.
I think you're right, but I can only speak from a male perspective, from what I've experienced. Like I was in a relationship with this one person, and like I said, no matter how wrong they were, they always try to tie it to another reason, either to what I might have done or to something, or what somebody else might have done. Ooh. Or something like that. And I was like, but you wrong though. Like, you always wrong.
So look, I'll be honest, for me, that creates, now I have a problem. Like, first I could have been calm and cool and collected. Mm-hmm. But now that I've called you, now I've been in a situation where I've said something that I didn't like, and you like, well, you did this. But we're talking about this particular thing. Why you didn't tell me if you didn't like that, exactly, that I did, whatever it is that I did, why didn't you tell me then? I'm talking about now. So now you're trying to do the tit for tat thing, which is what I was talking about. Also, we're not resolving anything. It's not to sit there and point fingers and like, you did this, yada, yada, yada. Like, literally, I'm coming to you. This is what I always said. If I'm coming to you and I'm talking to you, it's because I want it to work. If I'm just saying, yeah, okay, you're right, be worried. Because I'm playing my escape. Like, I'm like, you know what, this ain't gonna last too long. I'm like, you know what,
she left you 3 weeks ago.
Right, you don't even know. It's one of them things, like, when someone comes to you, like I said, communication, like, it's not always like, it shouldn't be, oh, you did this and I did this. I may be coming to you because this actually bothers me, or I feel like that's not good for you. And you here's the thing, it's okay to say, no, I disagree. But why bring up something I did 3 years ago? I'm just like, it's still not gonna resolve the issue that I have. Mm-hmm. It's not now, it's like it's a whole other issue. So, and then I get frustrated because you're not listening to me, I feel like. And I'm like, so now I'm telling you something. So now in my mind I'm thinking, so now every time I come to you, it's going to be a whole thing. I want to try to talk to you about something that I don't like, instead of us communicating and getting over it, or trying to work out something else, or trying to compromise. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a whole thing. And now I ain't going to want to talk to you. And then the communication is gone, which is what you need in a relationship, especially when you're having problems. It's a whole thing. And I'm just like, I'm not. And then now I'm frustrated. And now I just shut down. Like, that's how I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't even want to do it. I'm done.
You know what I noticed about most issues, most arguments, and most problems that people kind of have is, the person, whoever, let's say it's two people in an argument, neither one of them are so focused on it not being their fault that they kind of negate everything else. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where it stops from there. It's like, hey, yeah, we have a problem, but as long as it's not my fault, we can go on and talk it out. You see what I'm saying? Right. Like if we get to an argument or something like that, and the whole thing is you're not focused on trying to resolve whatever issue is we're trying to resolve. You're trying to say, hey, this is not my fault. Right. Even though if it is, even if it is or it isn't, you're focused on it not being your fault.
Yeah, I think that's a very true statement. Right. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and then also it leads from that to, now we're finger pointing, like you said before. Yeah. Now we're pointing the finger at whose fault it is. So now we've gone from trying to resolve the issue to trying to figure out whose fault it is, or placing.
But sometimes that's smoke and mirrors. Let's be honest. Sometimes I can come and bring you an issue, and let's say you're like, okay, well, Valerie, you did this, and so now you're gonna turn it on me, and I'm sitting here trying to defend myself or trying to remember what I did, and it's like, I'm just trying to figure out why you left the toilet seat up. That's the only thing I do.
Damn that toilet seat!
Right. So it's kind of like, it's one of those things like, how does that work? That doesn't resolve anything. Like, if I did this, okay, well, we can talk about that. And I've even had that conversation where I said, okay, well, I brought something up to someone's attention. They brought up something that I did, and I'm said, okay, how we talk about this? Well, since we bringing everything to the forefront, I'm like, okay, and so now I'm like, okay, well, let me tell you, let's address what we can do about this issue that I have, and then sure, let's talk about what I did, and then I even had somebody say, well, no, it don't matter to me. But wait a minute, hold on.
But you mad though?
If it don't matter to you,
but you mad though?
Why are you bringing it up to me then? If it doesn't matter to you, why are you trying to, like, just because I tell you something doesn't cancel out what I did, like, it doesn't cancel out, right? What you did.
So my question would be, because I'm gonna go somewhere with this. How do you avoid finger pointing? Because let's say somebody come to you with, Valerie, we got problem A.
Okay.
Right? And now problem A was a result of problem B way back when. How do you avoid pointing the finger? Like you said before, they might be like, well, I did that because you did this. How does a person avoid?
Well, coming to the person at first, like coming to me at first when it first was an issue for you, mm-hmm. coming to me then and say, hey, babe, or whatever, I didn't like that, or why did you do that? Can you do this? One, the way you talk to someone is, the way you address an issue is everything, okay? And that's for men and women. Nobody wants to be talked to or talked at. Okay, so that's number one. And then let's resolve it then. But trying to say, okay, I did, that's again the tit for tat. Okay, I'm going to do this because you did that. Right, like 2 weeks ago or yesterday. Like, okay, let's not be doing that. I think it's about being in a relationship with an adult.
Yeah, what it comes down to. I think so, but it's something that I notice a lot of times.
No, it happens. Yeah.
When you get to arguing with somebody, they're so focused on, or even if you bring a problem to somebody. Let's say it's not even an argument, because argument, when you think argument, you think automatically yelling or shouting match. I'm like, not even an argument, just you bring a situation to somebody's attention, and not just in a relationship, just in general. And the first thing they want to do is make sure, hey, as long as it's not my fault, yada yada yada. Like it worked when we have a situation at work and we're doing anything in a technical field, and a problem comes up, and we bring it to everybody at the table. Mm-hmm. Everybody's so busy saying, "Oh, who did this?" They want to point the finger so much instead of focusing on. I'm gonna use technical terms. Server goes down. First thing they want to do is figure out, well, who messed the server up? Why did it go down? Instead of trying to figure out, let's get this thing back up and running. Right. You just spent 45 minutes on trying to finger point and find out whose fault it is. When what you really need to do is try to figure out how can we resolve this issue. And my biggest thing is, if you come to me with a problem, if you don't, like we said before, if you come to me with a problem, you're not offering any solutions or whatever like that, I'm probably not really gonna receive it very well.
Right. No, I get that.
So that's why I think it's kind of like, so how do we...
But I think that's in the workplace environment. So let me ask you this. Okay, so do you want... Okay, so let's say you have an issue with... Let me go and use you and I. I have an issue with you playing video games, right? And so then I say, okay, I don't like that you play video games for 8 hours. So because I don't offer you a solution... Because I've never done that, though. I don't think... If I'm being honest, I never offered anybody, I had an issue with something. I don't think I ever offered them a solution. I just expect them to change it or to do their own, compromise or whatever. Like, they give me I never came to them and like, okay, like in the workplace, yeah. Because, I don't know why that is. I guess when you're in a relationship, things are different. No, but I'll be honest, like, if okay, so let's say the video games was an issue for me, right? And I'm like, I don't like that you play video games. Now, if you came back with a counter, like, okay, this is what I'm offering, then yeah, we probably could talk it out. But I never like, hey, okay, this is your option. It's either this or this and this. I never came to someone with the...
And I'll use an example. So if you came to me and you say, I don't like play video games or whatever like that, and my question to you will be, why?
Okay, I could say, because you're not, I'm just using one, because you're not spending time with me.
So I need to spend more time with you. Say we solved that. Say we resolved the issue. so you want more time.
But you know what? But look, and I still have a whole attitude. Right. And I'm going to tell you why. Look, it's going to go somewhere. I'm like, you say why, and I tell you the reason why. So why do you guys ask the question back?
What? Because I want to know why. You tell me that.
No. If I say, because you're not spending time with me, so I'm not spending enough time with you.
No. I didn't say that. I'm saying, so you tell me because you're not spending enough time with me. So the thing is, you want me to spend more time with you.
If that's what I just said.
So, right, okay. I see what you're saying. So if you like, yes, all right, so let's go somewhere right now.
Oh, okay.
Got real quiet.
But no, because I think guys, guys are like that. But I'm like, boy, I got, then what we say is, I gotta get my hair done, I gotta go do this. They might have things already
until you get that done, I'm playing video games.
Now listen. Look, y'all can learn from me. We working y'all out through some issues. No, because, okay, I'm not saying the person wouldn't say yeah, but like in the moment you thinking, okay, let's do something right now. She might be saying like later at night or whatever. I'm just saying, yeah, at that moment you could go and do something. But the point is, let's say at 8 o'clock, that's your sweet spot. From 8 to 12, you be playing video games, and she rather be cuddled up with you. That's the issue. So doing something right now ain't the issue. So you wanted me to stop. Like, so what if she already got plans? Maybe she already got to hang out with her friend, or she got a meeting or something. She might can't go, but she just saying she just wants you to know that between 8 and 12, you be locking it down. And she's like, I feel like we should spend that time, but that's a women. We're like, we should bud more.
Okay, all right. So I'll give you that. So we gonna use this as an example. Okay. So you said between 8 to 12,
right?
She wants to come,
right?
All right. So now, what's the compromise? As far as now, let's say his day is on time he get to play is at night. And that's something he enjoy.
Then that's when y'all talk it out and compromise. But that's not when you go, well, you be in the mirror, doing your hair, curling your hair, then wrapping it up at night.
I'm just saying,
I know how guys talk.
It takes you 2 hours to get in the bed. So, you gotta.
I wanted to cuddle too. You spent 2 hours.
But I fell asleep while you was in the bathroom. While you was in the bathroom taking ass and wrapping your hair and shit.
Beauty takes time sometimes.
That's the only thing I'm talking about. Is like situations like that. A lot of times it is a big. We'll use the word misunderstanding, but like you said, if he's doing something for this certain amount of time, but then it's also like, well, when I'm ready to do something, it takes you 6 hours to.
But is that not tit for tat? Okay, then that's when you say, okay, babe, if 8 and 12, that's the only time I can play it, right? That's the only time I can get to relax and wind down and play the games. I can't do from 8 to 12, but I'm going to do it from 8 to 10. Well, okay, I'm going to go have dinner with you or whatever, and then from like 9, whatever you work out, 9, we'll say 9 to...
Every other day?
9 to 10, or for an hour, I'm going to play games. But here's the thing. Maybe I should say this, maybe I should. But what women don't know won't hurt them in the sense of if you're doing something at your job or like, she not there. She talking about when you spending time with her. Mm-hmm. She honestly, I could be wrong speaking amongst for all women, but if you're doing something and I ain't there and I don't like it, like for example, if I'm just gonna use this because I know this for a fact. If you leaving the toilet seat up but I'm not there, how am I gonna care? As long as when I come home the toilet seat is down, we good. You understand? Or if you're playing video games and I don't like it, but when I'm not here, you're doing it. How would I even know? As long as all the equipment put up and the house is decked how it was, how would I even know? And it ain't happening. It's just like, that's not going to be an issue. I think guys got to just be smarter about how they move about certain stuff. Okay, that's saying too much. Okay, I went back in.
Let y'all know that toilet seat conversation is going to be a whole episode by itself.
And it will not.
So we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I know about different guys that I be like, from my brothers and everything. I be like, why? Put the seat down, guys. Like, that's nasty.
I ain't even gonna touch that right now.
I know y'all have y'all bachelor pad and stuff, and y'all probably, like, but yeah, I just made a noise. I was like, I don't know what y'all do. Y'all go there like,
don't touch nothing.
Women, we have to, hoist ourselves up. Look, yeah, that is a whole nother topic, I guess. Mm-hmm. But come on, let's move on. What's the next?
Well, we again. Okay, we'll talk about finger pointing. We done with that?
We done with that, yeah.
All right. Don't finger point, y'all.
And don't play a victim, guys. Girls. I just said guys, but nobody plays victim. Like, healthy relationships is what we try to promote.
Yeah, let's go to that one. I like
that.
Okay,
play that. So rate that one.
All right, so here we go. Now, this is something I had to learn myself. So it's the true meaning of being a person's friend in a relationship.
Okay, elaborate, please, sir.
Do you all really enjoy being around each other? Like, do you all really enjoy each other's friendship, or y'all just kind of in a relationship to be in a relationship? Because somebody said you should date this person, or maybe you like that person at first, you were all excited, but you all never really were friends. You didn't know their habits, their likes, their dislikes, what kind of movies they want to do, what the favorite color is, stuff like that really makes you somebody's friend.
I'll be honest, and I said this in the last, probably the last episode. You know how I feel. Okay, so I'm dating someone to get to know them, but I'm dating them to become their friend, so they can become my mate, whatever. Or maybe we just don't, if it don't work out, we still have this cool friendship. So the person I'm with, okay, I can see how you meet somebody and you're attracted to them on sight, but I'm not just trying to like date. That's never, even when I was younger, that's never been my intention just to, oh, he cute, let me just date him. I don't care if I really get to know his like family or his, like the things he likes to do. Like, I'm dating this person because I really dig them and I want them to, like, I wanted to go somewhere. Now, I'm not saying when I was younger I was thinking about marriage, because I wasn't, but I'm just saying, like, you date somebody and you will hope they become your friend. Like, that's my whole point. Like, what we doing? And we ain't doing, we just date to date. I don't know. I don't get that. I mean, that's just me though. I am intentionally dating people to be their friend and to grow from that.
Okay.
How about you?
Well, I just have a way of telling if somebody's really trying to get to know me or they just kind of stuck on hype. Because I know before, in my younger years, it was more so kind of like it was once the honeymoon phase, once the first
right
3 weeks,
good in the beginning,
after the first, it just like the steam died out. You was like, I really want to hang out. But see, this is one of the things
I was just gonna say with that. Cause listen, in the beginning, like everybody's on their best behavior. So that's very true. I'm glad you pointed it out. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and I actually stated this, so I'm gonna keep it real 100. I was like, I like the parts of relationships. Not in the beginning, it's fine, and everybody trying to be cute and get dressed up. Okay, whatever. But I like the part where, like, the part of the relationship where it's it's comfortable. And I'm not talking about comfortable where you just like dismissing the person, because that can happen too. But I mean to the point of like, it's just like y'all. I call it like the sweet spot. Like y'all not so familiar that you know everything about somebody, but so you still kind of newly in that new phase. But you're like getting to know them, so you're in that kind of sweet spot where it's like you're not tired of them. You still want to be around them all the time, but it's like it's just like a little sweet spot. It's like it's you call it, everything is just like they know you're like, oh, this is what you take in your coffee. This like they know little quirks about you that you ain't even got to say. Like normally you're like, okay, I need my sugar. You know, I need my coffee like this with 2 sugars and this. And he's like, oh, she already like I already know. The woman already knows about the man. Stuff like that. I think that's people. I don't know. People take time to get to know that about people. The person they're dating, but that's the part of the relationship I like. It's like right in the sweet spot.
Now, one of the things I was thinking about was I take notice. This is me. I take notice if the person asks any questions about me. Now, a lot of times
in the beginning, or
in the beginning, okay. while we're conversing, like you just talking to somebody, y'all on the phone, whatever, and I don't want to sound sexist when I say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just be real. Sometimes when you're on the phone, especially on the phone with a female, they'll kind of tell you about everything about them, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of like, I like this, I like that. You ask me what you like to do, like this, like that. And the guy, he's kind of he at least if he's smart, he's supposed to be taking notes and kind of remember this shit. But a lot of times I noticed that a lot of the females didn't ask any questions about me, like a lot, like I wear black all the time. Right. So for her, what's your favorite color? What?
But that is, but maybe she's just trying to get to know. Like, what is
No, I'm saying, but it's kind of like for you not to know. She didn't ask it, but for her not to know.
But how would she know about your wardrobe?
That's what I'm saying, though. If you see me in black all the time, right?
Like we don't wear no other color.
You got the Doug Funny closet. But I'm saying, like, if you don't ask me questions about me, I take notice of that. If you don't ask, I'm just using favorite color as a generic answer. I mean, generic question, whatever. But if you don't ask any questions about me, I take notes of that. I'm like, well, you know what?
Well, yeah.
You're not really interested in me. You want me to know everything about you. I better get it right.
Right.
But, because first thing you'll say is, well, I didn't know you didn't, like, well,
But yeah,
I've been getting to know you for 3 weeks. You tell me you don't know nothing about me? Like,
well, yeah, that's not a good sign to not ask anything about you. But, yeah, I can see me saying that though. Like, hey, what's your favorite color? Even if you wore black, had a black car, your whole room was painted black. Like, what's your favorite color? Probably think something wrong with you, but like, why's your room painted black?
It's hot in here,
right?
But no, I'm using the favorite color thing as a
right. I get it, but I think that's valid. Like I think sometimes people just don't know they're asking. The fact that, but here's the thing: she's asking though. It'd be different if she just like, oh, I don't know. Like, it's different when somebody doesn't know and then you can tell they don't
we 6
know.
months in, like we're 6 months in. What you mean you didn't know? But I'm just saying that if they don't ask questions, like I wish, and I think more dudes to take notes of that. Because I'm speaking from a guy's perspective. Like, take notes if the other person is really asking anything about you, and you might not care because I wasn't the biggest talker. I just kind of let them say what they want to say because me naturally I can be a caterer in a lot of sense. So I'm listening to get more information about you, see what you like, what you don't like, what you eat, what you don't eat, things like that.
Right.
But I wish
I didn't know you were allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, you're like I'm dying. But I feel like even and I said on the female side of things too, if the person is not asking questions about you to try to get to know things, and it's not something where it makes you just tell them, nah, you can, but if they're not showing any interest, then they're probably not interested in you.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that part. I mean,
now if I ask you,
like conversations are just supposed to flow majority of the time, and if it's not flowing, it's because y'all not probably on the same page, and so it's like, okay.
Well, this will be the last time we talk. You got my email. And,
Why? Somebody ever said you got my email? Like, dang, you didn't even want me to text you?
They got that Facebook Messenger, what I'm saying? Hit me up on that. Hit me on the Facebook Messages,
Look, or you give somebody your Google number. Like, hey, that number that you got that you called me on, that ain't a good number. I'm closing that number out. So here's my Google number. Hit me on that, though.
I've been guilty of doing that.
You gave somebody a Google number?
Yeah, I gave them a Google number.
Do elaborate. Take us through.
It was just, I didn't really know him like that, so I gave him, they had to get the Google number.
So you met this girl, and because something was a gay. One guy gives a Google number. And y'all can please come in if you know somebody who gives a Google number. Like, let me know. Like, that's a guy. she.
Yeah, when I first met her, whatever, I gave him the Google number instead of my main line.
To a girl, like you saw a girl. Yeah. So you didn't like what she looked like.
She was cool.
Okay, so that's what it is. You weren't attracted to her. Okay, well, let me that's you straight, baby. She all right.
Cool, you know what I'm saying?
So that means that you wasn't attracted to her. You should have been up front. See, they're gonna communicate.
She was attractive. She just, I didn't know her like that.
I never heard. Please come in if you know. I've never known a guy to say, I gave a girl a Google number because I didn't know her like that. If that didn't crack a bull, I don't know what is. Woo.
Let's see. What we going on here? I think that was the last thing. So I don't think we, think that's gonna be it. Well, wrapping the show up, just playing.
Yeah, we can.
See, anything you want to hit on about being a person's friend in a relationship? Like,
no, I pretty much said what I said.
Because you did kind of never at the last show,
like I said, yeah, you guys can go back and watch that if you like. I just think, when you date somebody, you should really get to try to know them. And, like, you will see, like, maybe they ain't meant for you, maybe they are, but you'll get to see their quirks and different things like that when you're around them and spending time with them. And you will see if that's somebody you really want to date.
You mentioned something about the sweet spot. Now, this is something that I see most females be a hypocrite on. And I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this. But after we meet you all, and you all dressed up and you're dolled up and stuff like that. Now, me personally, I like to see what you really look like.
Okay.
So I had one of my friends, right? We was just kind of talking, and she was like, yeah, I never let a guy see me with my hair messed up. I'm like, why though?
I couldn't relate on that.
You can't relate on that? I'm just saying, a lot of females do that. Like, I never let a guy see me with my hair messed up. Like, well, but why? Because I said, we want to get to the real. I want to see what I'm waking up to in the morning. Like, I don't want you to transform on me. You know what I'm saying? like
transform now. Yeah, I can honestly say, you have to probably, ask some people out there to elaborate in the comments or whatever, if that's something they do. But honestly, listen, I'm natural. And I go through a lot of different hairstyles. Cordero can tell you about those.
Yeah, new one a day.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Bring it up. And
I love my hair. I love changing it up. I don't wear makeup like that. You might see me with some lip gloss, lipstick, sometimes. But you have to. I mean, that may be something that particular woman feels. But like I said, my sweet spot. Like, I've had situations where the guy I was dating came and saw me get my hair braided. Now, y'all know, if you ever had your hair braided, right, especially if you're natural, so you don't wash your hair, you're at the hair salon.
I want to catch it right then.
Your hair is all kind of, it ain't even, she probably done blown it out. It's looking every which kind of way.
That's what I want to see.
It's going left and right.
That's what I
want
to
see. And I've had people walk up in there, especially, guys I've been in relationships with, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 just having a whole conversation about I was getting my hair braided. And I did not care because I do not care. It's my hair. The fact that I got hair, I'm good with that. Like, I'm comfortable in me. That's one thing I think. I think when you're comfortable in you, it doesn't matter. I mean, guys got their little quirks too. Like, I'll never see or let her see without me without a shirt on or without my socks on because y'all got flicked feet or something. I don't know. Maybe it's an insecurity that some people have, or I don't know. I can't say, but for that particular young lady that said that, I don't know that struggle. I'm like, you gonna get me how I'm gonna get me.
Because I figure I'm gonna see that eventually anyway. Let's get past. Let's get past it. I already think you're cute. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Let's get past this hurdle.
But maybe she think I don't know. But I think you would have to ask somebody. Like, I mean, we can like I said, comment below if you feel like I would never let a guy see me without my hair done, or if you're a guy and like, no, before I go to my lady's house or I see somebody, my lineup gotta be just right, my dreads or whatever you got going on, my fade, my cut, whatever you got, my style. If you have to be to a T before you see the person, put it in the comment box and a description, comment below and say why. I just think when you're comfortable with yourself and you want, and I mean, it's okay. I mean, listen, that whole I woke up like this is a lot. Yeah. It's like, you have good days and bad days, but if you with me, you with me. That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Valerie's special, y'all.
I am special, but I mean, I also don't give a care about a lot of stuff. So,
okay. Well, you are one of the many.
I got some friends and stuff like that. That I'm telling you, they don't care. They done send me pictures. We done send each other pictures. Like, girl, and I just sent some guys some pictures. Like, I done took out some braids. It's like, look, and I thought I was looking good. My hair all over the place. I was like, look, I'm over here doing like little poses and stuff. But I think when you confident, like I said, when you confident in yourself and your natural beauty or whatever, man, it's whatever. And let me tell you.
So you think it's a question of confidence?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, confidence is everything. It's what you exude. You ever see somebody that you felt like probably shouldn't wear what that outfit they had on? But you could not tell them they wasn't fly. And then the more you look at them, you like, I kind of fly. Like, you surprised that they got that kind of, their energy that they have about themselves make you want to go. And they're like, man, you sharp today. I mean, I'm telling you, it happens. It happens.
Nope. Fashion sense ain't sharp. That's
Look, it's always more than
that. That shirt too small, girl. I heard what that mess up. You know better than that.
It's always.
I applaud your effort, but
it's always more than hating, y'all.
I applaud your effort. You took a lot to get inside them clothes. I'm just playing. No, I'm not. I'm serious. But listen.
It's always one hate. Look, you ain't got one hate and you ain't doing something right.
That's right. Hey, use me as motivation. use me as motivation. You do you, boo boo. You do you, boo boo.
Oh my god.
All right. I think we're gonna ready to wrap this on up, man. We kind of bounced around a little bit today, but I did want to kind of cover some of these topics.
And we did.
Yeah, we did. I think we got a lot of them out the way. Hey, don't be petty to people in relationships, man. It really ain't worth the time and the energy. You know, y'all can just be moving forward past that. Don't be jealous of your spouse if they come up, because, you know what I'm saying?
Hell, they come up, it's your come up.
Real.
Come on, somebody.
And if it ain't, then you might need to find somebody else. I'm just being real with you. Say, don't compete. Don't be petty. Don't consider it a power struggle. Talk your issues out, please. Don't play the victim. Don't finger point. What else we got here? Don't be jealous. I think we already covered that one. And we gonna end this. You got any shout outs?
Yes, I actually do.
Mm-hmm.
I have a shout out to a friend of mine named Brittany. She makes great cakes. She comes up with these great ideas for like sandwiches. She's a foodie, and she comes up with like these great ideas. She did something for St. Patrick's Day that you guys should really check out. It's kind of like a shrimp grilled cheese. I've never had it in my life. It was so delicious. She also did this drink that was like tequila. It was Miami Vice inspired. So she took a pina colada and margarita mix and put it together, and it was just so delicious. And so, you know, I like to be her guinea pig and try all the food and drinks that she likes to give to me.
She saw a free meal. That's what happens.
Listen, I feel like it's judgment already. Can I get my shout out or not? And she's out there in the McDonough area, and you can definitely follow her on her Instagram at Shany. That's SHANNY World 89. Put it all together at her. And yeah, see some of the food she makes. She has more than just sandwiches and cakes and stuff, but she makes cakes. You give her design, she can make it. And they also taste really great. And so I just wanted to shout her out. And thank you for letting me try your food and be your guinea pig. Cordero, you have any shout outs?
No, not really. I'm cool.
You good.
I'm cool. I'm good.
Okay, well, this has been our episode 4. Like I said, please share, like, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, any social media that we have, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.